All right, again, we're keeping you updated on the latest in the Trayvon Martin shooting. A status hearing underway, could be over. We're monitoring that, and we're wondering, hey, will the judge recuse herself? That's one of the questions being posed. Now, we know that George Zimmerman is facing a second-degree murder charge. We've seen him as a defendant. We've had a chance to look at the two-page affidavit. So a lot to ponder as we continue to follow this case. We know you have a lot of questions. Our social media producer, Anna Gonzalez, again, has been monitoring Twitter, Facebook, and our website, looking at some of the best questions you guys have. An attorney, Meg Strickler, rejoining as well to answer them. So, Anna, I'll let you take it away as we delve into some of these questions.
Yeah, that's right, Mike, Meg. I just want to show you. I mean, people are continuing to send us their questions, comments. They're debating on our Facebook page. I just want to show you a little bit from facebook.com/HLN. As you can see, each post for Trayvon gets hundreds of comments. And this pretty much sums it up from Sherry Allen. I still have a lot of questions. So, Meg, that's why we're really excited to be able to bring these questions to you. And the first one we have is from Facebook. It's from Wesley, who is wondering, what do they mean by depraved mind? So how are they going to prove Zimmerman had a depraved mind, Meg?
That's a really good question. And Angela Corey charged second-degree murder, and one of the key elements is that depraved mind, which means ill will, spiteful hatred and whatnot. That's a very difficult standard to prove here because they didn't know each other prior to this incident. It's going to have to show Zimmerman's state of mind, and we don't have a whole lot of evidence here to show what was going on in Zimmerman's mind, so that to shoot second degree is going to be very, very difficult. She probably should have shot for manslaughter, which is simply a reckless disregard for life, and she might have succeeded in getting that guilty verdict in that one. I think she overshot a little bit by charging with second degree because of that depraved mind concept.
Hey, Meg, it's Mike here. So you're talking depraved mind, ill will, spite, all of that. In what we know, do you see that? I mean, and the key word from this two-page affidavit that I'm looking at is that George Zimmerman profiled Trayvon Martin. Can you get spite out of that?
No, and you know what? Honestly, that affidavit in my mind seems very bare bones. There's very little information given in an affidavit to prove the probable cause to arrest for second-degree murder. They have a very big uphill battle in order to prove this. Now, understand that whole stand your ground law is going to come into effect here big time. First, we got to have that hearing, that stand your ground motion, where they're basically going to have a mini trial and have all the evidence of George Zimmerman's frame of mind, what went on, and statements by Trayvon Martin also. And then the judge is going to rule, can he be immune from prosecution? And in my opinion, there's no way a judge is going to do that. They're going to use this self-defense argument in front of a jury. And that's where we're going to have this whole thing fought over, is in front of a jury later on, probably a year from now.
Got it. Hey, Anna, go ahead. Question 2, what do we got?
Yeah, thanks, Meg. So here's another one from Facebook. This is Roberta asking, this is a very interesting legal question. Will the Deadman statute affect or bar Trayvon's girlfriend's testimony regarding her conversation with Trayvon at the time the incident went down?
That's a good question also. When I hear that dead man statute, I start having nightmares about studying for that bar exam. I'm a criminal defense lawyer, and the good news is, in criminal law, Trayvon Martin's statements to the girlfriend on the phone will come in. The dead man statute is more for civil law when it comes to probate issues and whatnot. So that's not applicable here. The excited utterances by Trayvon Martin that evening on the phone to his girlfriend or to his friend will 100% come in through the hearsay statute.
Hey, and back to that affidavit, Meg, I believe it's mentioned here that Trayvon Martin was on the phone with a friend and described what was happening. That friend is this girlfriend that we just heard from our Facebook question, right? So it's going to be out there.
Right. Right, and that will come in, especially, like I said, in that stand your ground motion hearing. We will hear that evidence come in. The prosecution will bring it in, and then George Zimmerman will probably get up on the stand in that motion hearing, pre-trial hearing, and testify as to his state of mind. But that dead man statute concept is when a witness is unavailable, and he's unavailable. He's dead, and therefore he can come and testify as to what was, the phone call that happened. The statements that Trayvon made to the girlfriend on that phone will 100% come in in that hearing and also at trial.
Okay. Meg, thanks so much. Anna, thank you. Anna's going to continue, as always, to monitor your questions. You guys are digging in. Meg digging in as well as we begin to really sort through this legally. So, again, HLN, the place to be as we continue to answer your guys' questions.